Your BF is 1500, width of flange is 1500, width of wave is 300, depth of flange or depth of slab is equals to 100 mm. Overall depth is equals to 750 mm, and total number of reinforcement is 7 numbers of 28 diameter bar. M15 grade you have to use, and Fe 250 grade, that grade of steel that you have to use. Now what you need to do is you need to find out the value of UDL. So our main target is our simply supported beam is given, and this is a span is equals to 6 meter. Now if UDL is loaded like this, then the value of bending moment is, you know the equation of this M. M is equals to nothing but WL square by 8. From that you can easily calculate the value of W if you have the value of M. So what is this M? This is your moment of resistance. So after getting moment of resistance, you easily calculate the value of W, and then W is nothing but factored load that can be resisted by this beam, this property. So after getting this W, overall W, you need to modify it with the help of this is nothing but self weight plus safe load. Then from that you can easily calculate the value of self weight, and then you need to calculate the safe load. So safe load is equals to W minus self weight. Clear? In this you have to just remove the factor of safety, then you can directly give the answer that it can resist this load that is not factored. Unfactored load that is equals to addition of this is self weight, that is equals to this, say some amount that we will find out at the end of the example. So our basic aim is to determine the moment of resistance. So to determine the moment of resistance, we need to first of all calculate the value of AST that is given, that is 7 number of pi by 4 of 28 square. So from that you can easily get the value is equals to, just a minute. So AST is equals to 7 number of 7 into pi by 4 of 28 square. So that is nothing but 4310 mm square. Now, as per previous example, what we need to do is we need to first of all calculate value of FC and FT. Now, what is the value of FC? That is, you know, 0.36 FCK into BF into DF, and FT is equals to 0.87 into Fy into AST. So from that you can get the answer that I'm going to write it down directly without wasting time. 810 into 10 raised to 3 Newton. So I have given you enough time. You just need to cross verify. This is 937.42 into 10 raised to 3 Newton. Is it right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now compare these two, FC and FT. So what you will get? You will get that FC is less than FT. So neutral axis is in wave. Now neutral axis is in wave. So what we need to do is we need to find out value of XU. If neutral axis is in flange, say for example that I am going to represent it with red pen. If neutral axis is in flange, then what you need to do is directly go to the G1.1 and find XU with the help of equation A, but consider BF by D is your cross section. So what you need to do is where B is there, you need to replace B with the help of BF only. Here that we have covered in previous lecture. Then if you want to find out moment of resistance, then you need to use equation B or C. For balance section you need to use C, and under reinforced section you need to use equation B to calculate the value of moment of resistance. But remember this, where B is there you have to replace it with BF only. Clear? So this is the matter when neutral axis is in flange. But right now neutral axis is in wave. So for finding out the value of XU, you need to equate this total compression force is equals to total tensile. So from that you can easily calculate. So I'm going to write it down. FCK is given, that is 15 in our case. B is given, that is 300 into XU that we need to find out, plus 0.45 into 15 into BF minus BW into DF, and DF is 100, that is equals to T is nothing but 0.87, Fy is 250, and AST is 4310. So from that you can calculate value of XU, and XU is equals to 78.65 mm. So from this you can easily say that XU is equals to this, but DF is equals to 100 mm. So as per this relation, where is neutral axis? So neutral axis is in where we can say neutral axis is in કઈ જગ્યાએ હશે? Yes, give me the answer. Come on, quick. Where is neutral axis as per XU and DF? DF is 100 and X. Yes, please reply. Where is neutral axis?
And
Yes, neutral axis is in flange. But previously we have encountered that neutral axis is in wave. So there is some confusion between these two. So what we need to do, we need to recheck, recalculate value of XU by using same equation, but in this equation we need to change this DF by YF. This is actually DF. So what you have to do is you have to use YF. So now I am going to write it down the YF. So this is not okay. Over here you can say not okay. That's why YF is equals to 0.15 times of XU and plus 0.65 times of DF. DF is 100. So this answer is 0.15 of XU plus 0.60, sorry, directly 65. You can write it down. Just a minute. This is your 65. So now this answer is with you, and this equation is given on page number 97 also, so need not required to remember, but equation is very small, so you can easily remember it. Again calculate same equation, C1 plus C2 is equals to T, and find out the answer, new XU. So I'm going to write it down 0.36, FCK is your 15, into BW is your 300, into XU that we need to find out, plus 0.446 or 0.45 into FCK is your 15, into BF minus BW, that is 1500 minus 300, into, instead of DF we need to use YF, and YF is equals to 0.15 times of XU plus 65 here, and that is equals to 0.87 into Fy into AST. Fy is your 250 grade and AST is your 4310. Please remember, in examinations people have a habit to use 415 grade. So please read question carefully. If grade of steel is 250, then you have to use 250 only. But generally, students are using have the practice habit of using Fy is equals to 415 grade. So there are lots of students are doing mistakes in doing the in using the value of Fy. So please remember, over here we have to use Fy is equals to 250 because in question grade of steel is 250. So now what you need to calculate is, now again I am going to calculate value of XU. From this and this you can easily calculate the value of XU with the help of your calculator, and this answer is 144.94 mm. Now this one is a correct answer because which is greater than DF, and that is okay. So now onwards you have to use this XU, forget previous one. IXU operation. Next step is you need to calculate value of XU max. So XU max in our case is 0.53 into D. So 0.53 into effective depth is your 700. So your answer is 371 mm. So now with the help of these and these, you can say this section is under reinforced section. Which section? Under reinforced section. Now this section is under reinforced. So what you need to do is you need to check DF by XU. As per codal provision, in code they also say that DF by XU you need to check. So right now DF is your 100 and XU is your 144.94. So this answer is 0.68. Which one is greater than 0.43? So what you need to do is, so that I'm going to give you the previous lecture note, and in this you can see our chart. I have drawn this chart also. Yes, you can see this as per this chart. Neutral axis in flange ma nathi, neutral axis is in wave. So if it is in flange, then what you need to do is this is also mentioned over here, and in these also you can see, suppose neutral axis is in wave. So what you need to do is G 2.2 you need to follow. G 2.2 you need to follow here. So this section is balanced. This is for under reinforced section, so we have to go to the under reinforced section, and in under reinforced section we need to check DF by XU is less than or equals to 0.43, and a DF by XU is greater than 0.43. So now we need to use G 2.2.1. So this we have to use equation G 2.2.1. So what is G 2.2.1? So let's see that we have seen previously. Just give me a minute. Yes, over here you can see this is your mu 0.36 axiomax by G2.2 and G2.2.1. You need to use this equation. So I'm going to write it down this equation as it is. So this equation over here a slight mistake is there. This is not G2.1. This G1.1 is there. Here, this G1.1 is there. Moment of resistance G1.1 no B equation and C equation is there. So in our present lecture, we have used a correct word for this kind of, yes, G1.1 is there. Here, so this is just a typing mistake. So now df by xu greater than 0.43, so we need to use G2.2.1. So now what is G2.2.1? So that is given over here. You can see this equation. So now, as per G2.2.1, my equation of mu is equals to 0.36 into xu max. Please understand it and see my whole video, because at the end I am going to say something like d into fck into bw into d square plus 0.45 into fck into bf minus bw into yf and d minus yf by 2. Clear? But please remember, this is a under reinforced section and this value is for balanced section. So if you see the code, then over here for under reinforced section G2.3 is given, but they told us to refer G2.2 and G2.2.1. But they have also mentioned that in both the cases, you can see in both the cases substitute xu max by xu. So that we have to substitute it. So instead of writing down xu max, we need to write down xu. So what? This is 0.36 into over here xu max ની જગ્યાએ તમારે શું મેન્શન કરવાનું છે? You have to use only this value, that is equals to 144.94. Instead of 371, you need to use 144.94. So I'm going to use directly 144. So I'm going to make note. This is under reinforced section. So you need to replace xu max is equals to xu. And now you need to use xu max is equals to 144.94. So that's why 144.94 is here, and then divided by 700 is your d bracket 1 minus 0.42 into xu max again 144.94 divided by 700 bracket into 15 into 300 into 700 square plus this is 0.45 as it is, 15 as it is, bf is your 1500 minus 300 into 86 point this is your yf. Actually this is your yf. Yf we need to calculate yf, and yf is equals to what is the value of yf? 0.15 times of 144.94 plus 65. So from this you will be able to get the answer, that is 86.74, and which must not be greater than 60 df. તો આપણા કેસમાં df કરતા વધતું નથી. So you can use this 86.74 into 700 minus 86.74 divided by 2. So this is the separate thing for calculation of yf. Okay. Now what you need to calculate? Mu is equals to, you will be able to get the answer, that is 611.40 kilonewton into meter. So this is your final answer of moment of resistance of this case. So now we have the equation mu is equals to 61. So what we need to do is we need to calculate value of WL square by 8. So we need to calculate W. So W is equals to 611.40 into 10 raised to 6, that I am going to convert in Newton in mm. Newton mm ma convert karu chu. So what is our answer? 10 raised to 6 into 8 divided by L square, that is nothing but 6000 square. Here, so my answer is 135.86 Newton per mm. Now please understand it. This is my overall UDL. This is the ultimate UDL. So in exam, if you use this and say that this is the ultimate moment, ultimate the load that can be carried by the beam, that is equals to 135.86 Newton per mm. Clear? But if you want to find the working load and safe load, then safe UDL, then first of all we need to convert in working load. So working load is nothing but 135.86 divided by 1.5. So this is 90.57 is your final answer. Is in kilonewton per meter. This is in kilonewton, Newton per mm. This is kilonewton per meter. Now, self-weight of beam. Self-weight of beam, that is equals to area. So area of this is suppose your T beam. So what you need to do is you need to calculate separate area for this, and you need to calculate separate area for this. So 1.5. This is the width of your flange, and the depth of flange is 1. So this is in 2.1 plus area of second part is 0.65. This is your 0.65 here, because how you can determine it 0.65. So overall is your 750. Overall is 750, and this one is your 100. So 750 minus 100, that is 650. That's why in meter that is 0.65 into 0.3 is your width. This is 0.3. This is 0.650. Here 0.3 multiplied by density of concrete, that is 25. So this answer is 8.625 kilonewton per meter. So that means our safe load is equals to 90.57 minus 8.625, that is equals to 81.94 kilonewton per meter. So this is your final safe load, or this you can say that without any factor, this beam will take care of 81.95 kilonewton per meter load.